Hi YouTube, it's me, the Milkisi11. I'm going to be showing you a tutorial about how to quickly install a temporary lock and to remove it, okay? So the tools that I'll be using is a pre-made lock extension. Please check below for the tutorial about how to make this. I'm using a latch hook. I'm using a, T-shaped pin. And the hair was already back combed with a rat tail comb, okay? So if your hair is natural, these are just a few caveats, okay? If your hair is natural, I recommend doing this portion either with a wrapped method. Remember, this is temporary, you want to take it down. So either with a wrapped method or the interlocking is optional. The reason why I say if your hair is natural, because one, if your hair is natural, it won't look like this, where you can see all these little kinks. You'll actually see more uniform cylinder-like appearance if it was natural. When it's straight, it looks like this. So you don't want to do that. If you don't want to interlock it, I recommend just wrapping it. And I'll show you what that looks like. So with the lock, I did this in my other video, but I'll do it for you again. 3 strands of the real hair to 3 strands of the extension hair. Okay, so just gonna take 1, 2, 3 and go ahead and braid that down. So temporary meaning that this can be taken down at a later date. If you want to make this permanent, just finish up with the instant lock, which is crocheting. But I recommend only doing this if you want to be temporary. If you want to be permanent, please see the links below for permanent methods of instant locks, okay? This is just if you want to take it down. So I'm going to take my trusty crochet latch hook and that braid, that's a combination of the natural hair and the extension hair. And I'm just going to hook it into the extension and pull it through. Okay, I recommend changing direction so that it doesn't look obvious that there's a braid going through the lock. If your hair is the same color, like my mannequin's hair is brown, my extension is black, so you can kind of see the little grooves where the braid is because of the color. But if it's the same color, you don't have to worry about that, okay? So just carry this down through the lock and keep going. I'm going to move you back a little bit. So at the very end, you can either wrap it around or you could just crochet it all the way to the end. Okay, so that little piece, that's the extension hair, just do that. So now you have a lock, okay? So like I said, when it's the same color, you cannot see the difference. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, I don't have my flash on because my battery is low. I'm just trying to get these videos out for you guys. So that's the extension. Now, to remove it, take out your T-shaped pin. I got this from my beauty supply store. All right, blunt end. Don't use a sewing needle. Don't use anything sharp. You don't want to damage your hair. So, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. So, because it's the 2 different colors, you can see where the braid is. And the braid is also, the mannequin's hair is shiny. I think it might be synthetic hair. So, I'm going to go to where I can see the braid. And pull that out. Boom. There's the braid. Go to another part where I can see the braid. Pull it out. Now, mind you, the integrity of the braid is still intact. The lock is still intact. Nothing is ripping out. Nothing is coming off. Okay, this is really easy. And that's why I say it's temporary. It's not damaging at all. So you can potentially have the look of natural locks without damaging your hair and having the option of taking it down. So there you go. Now, if you want to make this permanent, like I said, you can do the interlocking with the crochet needle. Up in here, like I said, if your hair is natural, you could do the interlocking because it won't look like this. It will look like interlocked natural hair. But I do recommend back combing first, right? If you want to make it permanent, now that you've done this, use the crochet needle and do that motion, the instant lock method, and it will look like this, okay? So check below for the tutorial on how to make the extension, how to do the permanent method of the instant lock, and how to do instant locks on your own hair, and how to do instant locks with mature locks okay, how to add extensions to mature locks. So I'll just complete this one by showing you how to take it down. So the reason why I say to use a T-shaped pin rather than a rat tail comb or a sewing needle is because with the rat tail comb, people try to rake through it. Although the rat tail comb is essentially just like the T-shaped pin, some of them are sharper. And sometimes people actually try to undo the end and then comb it. You lose a ton of hair. Okay, so I don't recommend doing that. T-shaped pin, nice and safe. I used it to take on my previous set of lock extensions, which were essentially done with this method because that's what I used at first. And there you go. No shedding. No shedding. Hair is intact. Okay? This portion, if you interlock it, you can still undo it. You can still take it down. Because when you interlock hair, it's like taking down a braid. Okay? So that's why I said if your hair is natural, you can take this down. All right? You will not have loss of hair. If you want to make sure that, you know, the chances of losing hair are even less, you can put conditioner, but I'm really not into putting a bunch of stuff on the hair just because sometimes it can get messy and potentially cause you to break your hair, right? So when you do the interlocking, it's essentially like having a braid. And so I'm taking this down for you. Nothing is coming out. You know, take care of your hair and I'll take care of you, right? It's really simple. So you could potentially have the look of the lock extensions. I would just say if you do it the way I'm showing in this video so that you can maintain the integrity of your hair without it, you know, being ripped to shreds. For the interlocking, if you don't want to risk, you know, having any issues, you can just wrap it for this portion. You don't have to do the interlocking. You could just wrap it. And for wrapping, I'll show you that really quickly so I don't make this video long. So when you wrap, we used to call this spread version back in the day. You can wrap this way and then you can wrap the opposite way. And I say spread version, I mean literally spread. So that you don't have to use so much hair. Because some people wrap super tight, like faux locks. No, this is different. You do a spread version. So that when you zoom in, it's not super shiny. And it doesn't look so much like a faux lock. And if you can see there, it's not too different. Right? But there is a difference because this can slide off, okay? It's the main difference. So it looks decent, but it's not supposed to last forever. So I hope that was clear. I'm trying to get these videos out to you guys because this was probably my most requested video. But just watch it all the way through. Please check below for links, how to make the extensions, how to attach them, natural locks, your own hair, and how to create your own lock without using extensions. So I hope that was helpful. Thanks so much for watching and supporting my channel. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.